Hare Krishna. It's our pleasure to have His Holiness Bhakti Karunmay Vanmali Maharaj today in Auckland in New Zealand. Maharaj, how do we address you?
Hare Krishna, and first of all, I'm very, very happy to be here and very happy to be in New Zealand, Auckland. I find this place, as the name says, Zil. It's really a land of New Zil with a lot of goodness. The place is green and people are very relaxed. Very good scenic views everywhere. So I feel good. So I'm happy being here.
Shall I call you Vanmali Swami or Vanmali Maharaj? What would be the preferred?
The name given by my dear spiritual master, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he was very kind to me, is Bhakti Karunmay Vanmali Swami. So you know me since long as Vanmali Das. So it is, you can call me the full name, Bhakti Karunmay Vanmali Swami, or Vanmali Swami, or Vanmali Maharaj. Whatever you are comfortable with, I'm happy.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. I'll just call you Vanmali Maharaj. As you know that we've known each other for so many years now, and I've seen the transition, how you've been through in what, all these years. Today's discussion is a very candid, casual conversation. So we would really want to go back to when you were born, and from that we'll take a journey from your childhood to all the way to your youth, and then transition from there into Hare Krishna, and then from there into your sannyas. So let's go back to the beginning and look at your exemplary life. Let's start with Maharaj. Where were you born? In what society? In what background in India? Can you just talk about that a bit more?
So 1969, 31st of May 1969, in Mumbai. Like I can say that I was fortunate to have loving parents. We are from a simple middle class family. My mother is a very simple lady. She's a housewife. And my father, he was serving Mughal Lines Shipping Corporation, so which got merged into Shipping Corporation of India. So India, Maharashtra, Mumbai, in Mumbai, a place called Chembur. So I was born on 31st May 1969, somewhere in the evening. Later on, many years down the line, I came to know that is the special day when Lord Jagannath also makes his divine appearance. We call it as his, divine birthday, the holy birthday. So it's called Snan Purnima or Jesht Purnima. So it happens to be an auspicious day. So I feel that Lord Jagannath somewhere has been kind to me. So 31st May, what I remember as a child, I was a little heavy and fattish. So my mother used to carry me and, but because I was a little fattish, she used to also keep me aside also. So that was it. Yeah. But I understand she was very happy that I am just around, and I have an elder sister, and she's 3 years elder to me, and a younger sister she was born a year later. So
you're born in Chembur in Mumbai.
Mumbai.
You grew up in Mumbai. So all your life, did you grow up in Mumbai, or were you guys always been in India and Mumbai?
Yeah. Chembur, there's a place called Postal Colony.
Yes, I know Chembur really well.
Yeah, and there's an hospital which is called as Ma Hospital.
Yeah.
And opposite that is a BARC quarters, that is
Yes.
Baba Atomic Research
Yes.
Center. So there's, in that lane, the last building is a building called Chandra Layam. So somehow we are staying in that.
Oh, good. Just reflecting on that, Maharaj, your parents' background, are they from, which part of India are they
Yes, yeah. They are from Tamil Nadu, the south.
from? South India.
Father is from Nagarkoil, which is close to Kanyakumari.
Mm-hmm.
And mother is from Tirunelveli, is a place where Bhakti Devi, mother Bhakti,
Yes.
devotional, mother of devotion, Bhakti Devi, she is born in the river Tambravarni,
Yes.
Tirunelveli. So that's my mother's place. So that's again I come to know it's very devotional because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did come there.
Yes.
And also the Alvars from Sri Sampradaya, they have 10 Divya Sthanam, that's the holy places. So I come to know it, that's also a very powerful place. Nagarkoil is also close to Kanyakumari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must have gone through that place also.
So what language did you guys speak growing up?
Tamil.
Tamil. So you come from the Tamil sort of
Nadu,
background and
yeah.
Tamil Nadu. So that connects a wider audience as well. If you think about, we have got so many people who speak Tamil language in India and in Sri Lanka and other countries as well.
Yes.
So it would be really, really useful for our audience to know as well that you come from that background and you can speak the language fluently, I'm guessing?
I'm
Conversational.
from conversational Tamil. My Tamil is okay, good. Since I was born in Mumbai, I was more into playing and having a good time.
Yes.
Somehow I was lazy in, catching up with that language. I was happy with my friends, so I learned Hindi and English.
Yeah.
And at home, I just have to deal with my mother because I wanted to have some good food or something. So not much. My Tamil is not so polished, but
you can understand. Yeah.
I am getting a lot of demand. They want me to address in the Tamil audience, the devotees.
Yeah.
So I will put some effort by the mercy of Vaishnavas and blessings of Vaishnavas like you. Maybe very soon I will start speaking in Tamil also.
That's right.
I will be working on that.
Oh, that's wonderful, Maharaj. You are proficient in Hindi. I've heard your lectures in Hindi. And Tamil would be added feather to that. Now, coming back to what we were talking about, your childhood. So you're born in Chembur. Now, which school did you go to? And, what sort of community that you were part of growing up?
Exactly 1 kilometer from my place of residence, straight road, there's Chembur Naka.
Yes.
We have a school, it's one of the good school, one of the best school in Chembur in Mumbai now. So it's called Chembur English High School. It's well known for its education, students' performance, and very doing well in sports also. Thanks to our, principal is now a big man, Dr. Vasudevan Pillai. So he's a very big man now. So he was very much focused and was making sure students really do well and they come out whatever talents they have, studies, so they can get scholarships. If it is games, okay, into games. If it is sports, if it is other talents, so he used to encourage us. So that was Chembur English High School. And I remember in my childhood, I was so preoccupied in playing that it was painful for me to go to school. I remember my mother and everybody used to push me into the school bus.
Yes.
I used to cry like anything, as if it was,
going to jail or something.
Jail or it's like a slaughterhouse. No. And I remember, I think my father must have spoken to the, somehow in this beginning days, our Dr. Vasudevan Pillai was like, he was kind of a family friend also. So he used to try to, give me toffee and make sure that I don't cry.
Yeah.
So somehow it was very difficult for me to go to the school. And I was happy playing around, and it was good for me. So most of the time I used to be playing, and I used to come home for eating, and in the night I used to sleep, and the next day morning I just to run and play with my childhood friends. So my mother used to be okay. She was happy at home. She used to take care of my elder sister and my younger sister. I used to find that they used to be a team. And I thought that, they are at home always. So I was happy playing. And so I remember my childhood, even though I was playing and having a good time, still I was kind of feeling a kind of emptiness. One thing, I was not so philosophical, but I was kind of trying to see why people are looking happy. So I used to see some people, some children are playing games, some people are going in car, and some people are going for movies, some people are watching television. Is that what is going to make them happy, or is what is going to making them happy? I was thinking, what is it which is making people happy?
That's a very good point, Maharaj. You talked about a spiritual quest right from the beginning when you're born. Before we go into that, Maharaj, that's a very good conversation we're going to have on that. I just want to go back to the sports, right? You said you played sport. What kind of sports you played?
I did not become a very, very professional in it, but I was happy playing around the normal games which children plays, like football, in those days the games were like Pakda Pakdi.
Pakda Pakdi, I know.
Catch, Shakli and Langdi and all that.
Yes, all that. That's right. Mumbai people will relate to this.
Relate to it, yeah.
Absolutely. We're talking about Pakda Pakdi, Langdi.
Yeah.
All those games. We all must have done. The kids who were born in 90s have experienced this before the internet came in.
Yeah.
And then the shift happened, and we moved into more internet and online. True. But that's fantastic, Mara. This is the personal thing that we wanted to know about you. Yeah. So we're getting that value and that love, the reciprocation there. Now coming back to that, the conversation around the spiritual quest, right from the childhood, shows that you were inclined to inquire about subtleties in life. Very young. How old were you at that point?
Like it was not that I was very philosophical, or I was, but I was feeling, what is that which is making people happy? Sometimes I used to see, the wonder, like sometimes I used to see my elder sister, younger sister, and my mother. They sit and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. I used to feel, how can people talk for so long? I just end up saying yes, no, and finish. So sometimes, my mother and they used to call me as dumb. I just, you want something, yes, no, and that's it. And I was wondering, how come they are, like I see sometimes my sister, they are talking to the neighbor, a friend. She is, both of them talking. I go at 8 o'clock to play in the summers. And when I come back, it's around 1 o'clock. They're just still talking and talking.
Still talking.
Yeah. So I was wondering, how come they can talk so much? I just end up saying yes, no, and that's all. And that was it. Yeah. So it was there. One thing was that still I was wondering why people are speaking so much and what are they speaking? And these were kind of it was not very philosophical, but I was thinking why people, and I thought I will also play, I will also go for picnics and dramas and other things, but at the end of the day I'll also go to see movies. Maybe that is making people happy. I used to do that, and I used to feel I'm cheating myself. I'm not finding happiness. At the same time, somehow it was Krishna's mercy that right in childhood, like maybe I was 5 years old, my leg, I think there was a scratch from an iron particle, and so the skin there, it turned white. So it's called something like leukoderma. Leukoderma, nowadays we call it vitiligo.
Oh, yes.
So, so from that time, I used to be the odd man in the school or class or something. So somehow people used to try to keep distance from me. So, but it did not affect me. I was cool in my own world, so it did not affect me much. But I was used to, people, they
discriminate.
So it was not affecting me, but I knew they were doing that. But I was still, so somehow, but still, I could see my mother she was very worried about that. She used to apply cream and make sure that, and I used to shout at my mother. She has to apply the cream in the leg. I used to shout at my mother, I don't want all this. But she used to try a cloth and make.
Yeah.
So in my childhood days, I used to think that my mother is close to my sisters, and she is not bothered much about me. And I also not bothered. I was happy playing also. But later on down the line, now I feel that really my mother was very much, concerned and kind. The only thing that because she was a simple lady, she was not able to connect to male bodies also. So even though I'm a son, but she used to really feed me and take care of my things. And she was concerned about girls also. And she used to tell, I remember that if any man or a boy touches you, that's it's not correct. So
all the education was given right at the beginning.
Yeah. It was don't let any man. So that education is for my sister. So I'm just around and I just overheard it. So I thought if a man touches a lady, a woman, or a lady touches a man, it's a wrong thing. This is the word from my mother. So as a small boy, maybe 6 years or 5 years old, I had 2 or 3 more friends.
Yeah.
So in our society, sometimes, a 15-year or 16-year boy, I'm say 7 years old, they come, boy and girl, they come with, in those days it was, touching was not so common.
Yes, that's right.
So somehow 1 or 2 boy, once in a while they come with holding the arms together. Then I used to recollect, my mother said a boy and should not touch a girl and girl should not touch a boy. If they do, it's a wrong thing. So I used to take a stick, and we and our 3 friends, we used to give a nice shot in the back. And they used to look, and I used to look angrily, and I'd give one more. And they'd say, what is happening? And we used to run away. Yeah. So, and not only that, then in those days the television had come.
Yes, that's right.
So the whole family and sometimes neighbors and others would also come. And sometimes in the song, the hero is holding the hands of the... and I was just saying, this is wrong, this is wrong.
Shut the TV.
No, not shut the TV. Use it. Yeah, I used to say, shut the TV, this is wrong, this is not correct. Everybody keep quiet. So it was like... So later on, over the years, I came to know, when I joined the college, then I found that every boy is trying to get in touch with a girl and girl is trying to... Then I was thinking, why did my mother say, give me a wrong advice or a teaching? Then I was feeling upset. Every boy is trying to, so it took almost 3 years. Then somehow, when I was in the 15th year, that we call as a third year
of graduation, final year.
Yeah.
You must be 20, 21 that time.
At time around 17,
yeah.
18.
Yeah.
So at that time, I came in touch with ISKCON, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. At that time, then I came to know that this is not a right culture. Then I said, wow, my mother is not wrong.
Yes, right.
So it was good.
Fantastic. So is that the reason why you became brahmachari right at the beginning? And remain brahmachari since I know you?
There are many more reasons.
Many more reasons, that's right. So let's go back to this, Maharaj. You've joined the school now, growing up in Chembur, with that locality, playing sports with your friends. How was schooling? Like, how was growing up in that environment? I'm understanding that, I grew up in Mumbai as well from a personal experience. You have a lot of extended family around you and a lot of extended friends and, you so much support, like family support around. Did you feel that as well?
Yes, it was.
No.
For my childhood, I can understand. I remember till my fourth year or fourth standard or fifth standard, I used to just play and just get passing marks. So 35 or 34 or something like that. Then suddenly, I don't know what happened. From the fifth or the sixth standard, I started being so studious that I started scoring, like I used to come third in the class, like 80%. Oh, mathematics became my favorite, and I used to sometimes top in mathematics. So suddenly I started become very scholarly. So
yeah, and that happened around when you were 6th or 7th standard.
Seventh.
All right. So, and then after you, presuming that you completed your
10th standard.
10th standard, and then did you go to which college did you go to?
KJ Somaya College of
KJ Somaya, yes, I know, the very famous.
One of the reputed college.
Yes.
It's in Vidya.
Yeah.
One thing about my college days is, in my school days, I was happy with, we were like from the first standard till 10th standard. All of us are the same batch. We were 30 of us. It was like a very nice, kind of a very good thing. Everybody we knew each other.
Yeah.
And we knew that each one is good. And there is a little bit of differences, but that's not very bad also. When I joined college, I understand that patch of time was one of the bad patch. As soon as I joined the 11th standard, students from my class who have scored like 90%, 95% from very good family, I did not understand for what reason when they open their mouth, they say good morning, hello, hi, namaste. But for some reason, Bombay is Bombay, they start with something which is not to be spoken.
Yeah.
And the other person, he's also happily
responding.
I said, what is happening? And the words like, I don't know, but at least I will give you an idea. AC, BC, CC, DC, everything.
All these words, that's right.
So suddenly I was feeling, where are the good people of this world gone? So this is 11th standard. And they are good students and they're really studious and they score very nicely. But when they speak, they start with this kind of languages. I thought, what happened? What's happening? Where are the good people of this world gone? And it took 4 years for me. And from 11th to 15th standard, for the first time I came to ISKCON and I found people are, speaking Hare Krishna and
Nice
they are very cordial. Then I understood, okay, this was the beginning of 11th standard. So then again, I met my school friends after 3 months. There was a small gathering. I found that even they started speaking the same language. Then I said, what is happening? Where are the good people? Then after 4 years, when I came to ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, Juhu, I found they are good. There are good people. And I understood good people of this world is in International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Wow. And I was feeling at home. Being in ISKCON.
So what did you study, Maharaj, when you went to university or college?
So I was I took the science stream.
Yeah, and you must have got a good marks. I'm saying in your
good marks. So I was not so good to get into like IIT is one of the most reputed. Nor I could join any engineering college, but I took the the physics, mathematics, chemistry,
like sometimes. A BSc.
PCM they call it, and
Yeah.
sometimes little bit of statistics were also there.
Mm.
So in the end, we call it major. I then took physics as the main subject. So
Oh, fantastic. So what happened after you got graduation? Well, you must be 21, 22 that time?
19.
19. You graduated early that time.
Yeah. So by the 10th, when we finish 10th, we are 15.
Yeah.
When we do 12th, it is we are 17. Yeah, somewhere around 1920.
Yes.
So at that time, my father, we were in Mumbai, so he is in Shipping Corporation of India. He said he wants to go to Chennai. So he got a placement in Chennai. So he was in Chennai. Mother and all of us were waiting for my graduation to get over. So my graduation got over. Then the whole family shifted to Chennai.
Oh, which year was this?
That was somewhere, that should be somewhere around 88 or 87.
87, 88. And you moved completely, family moved to Chennai.
Chennai.
Okay, then what happened from Chennai back to Mumbai?
So during those days, like all my friends, childhood friends, they also, like 1 year senior or 1 year junior, they all also did that 12th. Many of them joined IITs. Others went into other engineering college and they started getting jobs or went somewhere abroad. So in the meantime, I came to Chennai. So I was getting ready for my next, stage of life, preparing for bank exams, the management. So in these, I also wrote the Combined Defense Service Examination. So
what is that, Mara? Can you explain that?
Combined Defense Service Examination is defense, the army, the military, the Air Force, and the Navy. To select the candidates, students from all over India, they write. So it's combined, means the army, the Navy, and the Air Force. So the examination is combined. So combined defense and service examination. So it's a very competitive examination. Somehow I cleared the written. Then there is the 7 days. They have a physical kind of thing, training, interview, GD, and etc. So I cleared that, and I was selected for the army.
Yes.
So that was good. And
so this was when you were 20 years of age.
Yeah. So that was almost the year 89.
89. So got into the army. Now what happened? Tell us the army story now.
It was super exciting.
Yes.
I was in Dehradun for 18 months.
Yes.
3 semesters, like December to June, then June to another December, and December to June. So Dehradun is a hill station, cool, and it helped me a lot. Since I'm from Mumbai, for some reason, I developed a habit of going late everywhere. It's not that I am lazy. Suppose my school starts at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I know I should move from my house at 6:30. So I reach there by, say, 6:45, 6:50. But I continue reading and said I will read little more. I'll do homework. I will memorize this particular mathematic formula or chemistry formula or physics formula. And I go and see, the time is now 6:40. Another 5 minutes, I will walk very fast. By the time it is 6:50, and I will rush. I reach exactly at 7:10. And it became an habit. My principal, I mentioned, Dr. Vasudevan Pillai, he said, you are making this an habit. Coming late, you are making it an habit. You have to, break this. It has become a habit and you have to break this. But it was not happening. It's not that I get up late, but I like to get up early. And but I have to study, and rush. So this way. So that was, because I was coming from Mumbai, and coming late was became an habit. Also, Chembur, what reminds me, during school, I used to get up early because I had to go to school early. At 6 o'clock, 5:30, I used to get up. During vacation, somehow, I like to get up early and we used to go for jogging and all. There used to be a beautiful garden called Diamond Garden, and there's a very nice, beautiful temple near Diamond Garden. It's called Ahobalam.
Ahobalam, yes, I know
Yeah.
Ahobalam.
Yeah.
In Chembur, very
Chamba,
famous.
Yeah, Lord Narasimha.
Lord Narasimha, that's right,
Yeah.
yes.
So I did not know it's Lord Narasimha, but I like the ambience there. I used to like the Charnamrit there. Tirtham we call it. Wow. And they used to, in the evening they used to give kind of curd rice. I used to like it. Later on down the line, when I joined ISKCON as full time, I visited. Then I know it was Lord Narasimha was kind to me. I used to like that very much. And we used to go. So in the morning, we used to go for a morning walk, and we used to go for 5:36 and come back by 8-9. Have breakfast again, run the whole day. We used to play around.
Yeah. So coming back to this army and military situation,
Yes.
Maharaj. So you now join army. So what was your role? What were you doing at army, and how long were you at the army?
Yeah, like in the training helped me in a way that I used to. So when I joined the army, and also being from Mumbai, we had a bad habit of quickly replying back to the elders or seniors.
Yeah, without thinking it through.
Without thinking, we become to teachers and elders.
So, So discipline. That's what you're talking about. Yes.
So the army, when I joined army, so I had to report at 6:30, and I reach exactly at 6:33. Cadet, samne dekh, look ahead, and samne 50 meter, 50 meter paid, छू के आओ. So I had to run. It's a punishment. I'm late. कैडेट लेट हो गया, फिर से चूके आओ, लेट, गुलाटी मारो, स्टार्ट रोलिंग, डड. अरे बाबा, फर्स्ट डे आई एम लेट, सेकेंड डे आई एम लेट, थर्ड डे लेट, फोर्थ डे आई केम at 6:25, and that day and even today, Mangal Aarti, wherever I am, if I'm in the temple, if it is 4:30, I reach at least by 4:29, or if it is 5 o'clock, I reach by whatever is before the conch blows. I am thankful to that. That's a Madras regiment. We call him as Havaldar. He used to have a mooch, and he used to stand and say, "Cadet, late, gulati mar." So that gulati means start rolling.
Yeah.
Wow, it disciplined me, and from that day till now, chill comes in my back if I'm getting late. So I make sure I'm in time.
Yes.
Especially the first darshan in the temple. And again, since I'm from Mumbai, I used to the seniors used to say, okay, get the okay, go get that basketball from there. Then I should say, I think the basketball is good. Who told you to think? Start rolling. So I was disciplined to train. If the senior is giving instruction, I should not use my intelligence. I should say yes, sir, and execute it.
Yes, that's an army.
Yeah, that's army. And that later on helped me in my spiritual life also. So the cadet life was interesting. It was so good, adventure, a lot of punishment, but it was
good punishment.
Yeah, that age and that body, everything was good, and it helped me to get disciplined, and we were passed out. And passing out parade is called POP, passing out parade. It's the last event, and once that is done, the star is popped into our uniform shoulders.
Yeah.
So we become officer. And the minute the star is there, and all the instructors who are Havaldars, they are called as non-commissioned officers, they stand in line. The PT master, the drill master, the game master, etc., the gun, weapons master, they stand in line. And now I am under them. I was under them for 18 months. Looking at them again, the chill comes. But now they are saluting me. Hug. And so what has happened? And they say, Sahab, हमको भूलना नहीं. Tears comes literally, not only for me but everybody. It's a very, heart touching moment. Then we feel like hugging them. Had they not trained us, like the PT sir or drill sir, we would have not been an officer, and we would not come up to the standards. But looking at them, we remember the 18 months how they drilled us, and really we used to, in the heart of the heart, we used to, at that time we used to curse them. But now, and a fear used to come whenever we are
See
near
them,
them.
yeah.
But now the same thing is happening, but they are saluting us. We say, what has happened? And they say, Sahib, bhulna mat.
Don't forget you.
Yeah. Then tears come, and then we say, what you have taught, we will always be indebted, and it goes with a sweet note. But that heart is heavy. We are indebted to that training. So it's a very it's
Heart-touching moment that time. Yes. So Maharaj,
and as an officer, I understand there are 600 men, and I am reporting to 3 or 4 officers who are senior to me. Rest, everybody is reporting to me or saluting me. So it's like you feel that I'm something special. I have a vehicle for me to take me from one place to another. I have a place, beautiful setup room, and there's an orderly who will clean my room and press my dress, and there's an officer's mess with a beautiful lunch, dinner, and whatever. So it's like, it's a royal life. And kind of, it was good, adventurous plus.
yes. So I'm presuming that you're 23 years of age,
Yes.
and suddenly you've got all these accolades, and a lot of people saluting you. It must be very interesting experience, so to say, that suddenly you've become somebody very special. How did you handle that sort of scenario in your life? 23-year-old kid can actually get very bewildered with all that respect and attributes and everything else. How did you handle that sort of situation and not let sometimes, not in your case, but sometimes the ego might actually come in as well,
The training is such that we always report to the senior, and we have to take instruction from the senior. At the same time, we have to have a good rapport with our men also. But at the same time, we feel we are little privileged also.
Yes.
It is a good feeling. At the same time, we knew that it should not get into our head. Yeah.
So how long were you in that army scenario?
So 1990 to 1996.
1990 to 1996.
6, yeah.
6 years you were part of the army.
Yeah.
Okay. So which part of the world have you visited being an army? Or where did you live?
For me, Krishna has been very kind.
Yes.
Usually, in those days, the Kashmir border and other where the action, where action used to take place. So many of my friends, who they were officers, and in that battalion is really in the area where the militants are there, and they were in action. I understand one of my senior he got killed, and it affected me. And another, my close colleague, friend, I think Zakir Khan, we were as a cadet officer, we were together. He was going for a Himalaya adventurous sport. So while going up, he got his leg frosted, and he has to get his leg imputed. So I felt, wow, life is very, temporary, and things are not guaranteed. So this 6 years, when I was in 10th, when I was in 15th graduation, I came in touch with ISKCON. Then I wrote examination. I came to army. So even though the army life was very adventurous, in the night while sleeping, I used to go back to those days I spent in the temple. People were good, though I did not have a single, paisa in my pocket, but and nobody respected me. But still, I was genuinely feeling a kind of peace and happiness at home in the temple. And here, though everything is glamorous, glitter, and adventurous, I was feeling a kind of emptiness was there. Every night I used to go back to those days. Was good days. Those were good days. I was feeling I'm cheating, but still there was a thing that no, let me continue with this. So I was in a peace area. The Ahmedabad was the battalion, in the army
Gujarat.
cantonment, and for 3 months we have to go to the border. Our area of responsibility was deserts.
In Kutch.
Bhuj
and Kutch and all
Jaisalmer,
Jaisalmer,
Badmer, and we have to look after that area. In case there is a attack or a war like scenario, then we have to be there. So those 3 months we have to be there. So now comes the turning point in my life.
Yeah.
When I was in college, I went to the temple, and I came with the beads. And my mother saw that. She said, "Wow." She said, "Wow, this is good. It is looking good with you. You become a sadhu. You become a sannyasi." I said, "Sannyasi?" In the mind, because in my at that age, even though I was a little bit thinking what makes people happy, but I was thinking, sannyasi, who wants to become sannyasi? I want to make a lot of money. I want one house here, one house here, one house there. Ek bangla, do bangla, teen bangla, char bangla, saat bangla. I want to make money. Why are you saying I'm sannyasi? I did not say anything to my mother, but I knew what my mother say is going to come true, because, and I was saying, why did you say in the mind, because she has got a black
thing on her tongue.
Yeah.
So whatever she says comes
true. And I said, I am dreaming here to become having char bangla, saat bangla, and here. So I did not argue, but
okay.
Then I was in the army.
Yes.
It so happened that in 90 I was in the 92. Everything was going good. We were, my mother and father, sister, they are in Chennai. And in 92, my mother, she got sick. She was admitted in hospital. Something happened in the medicines, and she went into coma. And she was not coming out of the...
Sorry to hear that. Which year was this?
92.
1992.
Yeah. So I was in my training. My father, in those days, mobiles were not there. So he called STD, and or telegram came, your mother is sick. So I had to take a special leave for 7 days. So I came to see my mother. My mother is not responding. So it is not good. So 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 4 years. Every time I come from my like 20 days leave, or it's short 10 days leave, I cannot see my mother in the bed, Coma. She's not coming out of it. So in the year 96, I prayed from Chennai, Tirupati Balaji.
Yes, Tirupati Balaji, yes, right.
I went there and I prayed to Balaji, please tell me what I should do. Please help my mother. And, please. So nothing was happening. Then I said, if doctors cannot cure, only God can cure God. I will come to you. You cure my mother. And 92, 93, 94, there was something else which is also happened. It so happened that my sister got married. And I was in the army. Believe it or not, for my sister's marriage, I could not come. And believe it or not, my friends were also getting married. And because of in the army, I was not able to. And believe it or not, my engagement also happened.
Your engagement happened? Okay.
Somewhere in 95. And believe it or not, because I was in duty, I did not get a leave. So the engagement happened. The girl was in Chennai, and I think the family exchange the ring and other thing.
Yeah, but you didn't get involved at all.
I did not. I did not come close to the girl, but saw the photo and other thing. And sometimes she used to call me, so I got engaged. And now the turning point is coming. 95. It's 95 July, and I think in 96 March or something, I'm supposed to get married. So in 95 December, we are going for the exercise. It's very cold during those days, and in the desert is Pakistan India border. It's like so cold, and the wind blows in the night, and the sand comes. If we are eating anything, the sand comes, and we are walking for some time. We look as if the green color uniform, it becomes totally white in color, white sand. Or we have the camouflage, it becomes white in color, and we say, hey, tu bhoot lag raha hai. And he also laughs, tu bhi to bhoot lag raha hai. Then we do like this, then the
things, yeah, it look
so,
like a,
yeah. So that was in so it so happened that 3 months we have to be there, and we see enemies can attack from here, or if we have to go to the enemy territory, this is the route we can take and take information. All that planning we do, and if in case there is a war, this is how we will attack and do. This will be our plan of action. And while coming back, I remember 95 December or January 96. Somehow I was driving the Jeep back. I was driving. There was another Havaldar and 4 other soldiers. I was driving fast, and I was learning actually. So I was learning. It so happened, for some reason, I don't know what happened. This is a turning point in my life. What happened was driving. I don't know. It was a long stretch of road. I might have gone, it becomes monotonous. I might have gone, might be sleep. But I don't know what happened. The next moment I saw some goats and ships coming. So the vehicle was going towards them. To save them, I took a left turn. But the speed was so much that the whole Jeep started skidding, and it went 180 degree and started going backwards and topsy-turvy. The wheels were up, and we went at least 20 to 50 meters
back. Skidded completely.
When everything stopped, then I first was thinking, am I alive? Then I found I am alive. So I came out. Then other 4 came. They had little. I did not have any single scratch. Then the soldier next to me, he was not coming out. So I opened that door which was stopped, and we pulled him up. He was not responding much. And then the road was empty. Another officer was coming in another jeep. He saw what happened. He said, okay, let's take him to the Bhuj military hospital. So we took him. Zup. So the doctor there declared, this person is, when he came, he was not alive. That means I was carrying a dead body. So it had an impact. Then I said, this is not good. I then understood that I cannot carry on like this. The first thing I did, I told my father, the engagement, please break it. I knew now what I have to do. I knew that I have to become a brahmachari, but I was not in a position to tell this to anybody. So in army, I was feeling bad that here I'm going to get married, and this person, he was a married, and we all the way we were discussing, and he was saying, अब मैं छुट्टी में जाऊँगा साहेब, मैं 10 दिन, तो मैं बच्चों के लिए ये लाया वो लाया ये लाया, और बीवी के लिए ये लाया. So I was feeling, Krishna, if you had to pick somebody, you should have picked me. He has got a family.
Mm.
Then again, I am here going to get married and I am breaking one family. So I told Father, I cannot do this.
Mm.
First thing, put an end to this. So definitely from the girl's side,
He must have felt.
they were there was, but I knew that if even I cannot carry on, and the girl was calling sometimes in the STD, what is happening and speak something. I just did not tell what exactly happened to anybody.
Mm.
And here in the army also, I did not say that what is my next plan.
Mm.
Because they will say, it's okay, come on. In the evening, they will take me to the officer mess and take this cheers and they'll speak something and brainwash me. So I was, but this happened somewhere in December or January. For 4 months, I was not allowed to leave the battalion. But my seniors, they saw that I'm getting, I required a change. So they gave me 10 days leave. And in this 10 days, I saw my mother, and I remember, Mother, you wanted me to become a sannyasi. I'll become sannyasi. For 3 days, I went to Tirupati Balaji. I was praying, Balaji, please guide me. What is the thing I should do now? 2 o'clock in the night, I used to go, and I used to come out from the temple at 10 o'clock. 2 o'clock, we go to a pond and take a dip in wet cloths and do Anga Pradakshan, rolling. Since I was from army, so rolling was not a problem. So if we do that rolling, at 3:30 we get the first darshan. So I did for 3 days and asking, please tell me what exactly I should do. Give me some clarity. But nothing was happening. After 3 days, I came back. Then I cannot see my mother still for past 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Then it was time for me to report back to the battalion. So I just paid obeisance to my mother. I said, Mother, you want me to become sannyasi, I will become sannyasi. And this is the last time I'm going to see you. I'm not coming back. I did not tell. And to my brother, I did not have brothers, father and sister. Nobody know what am I going to. They just said, okay. So they sent me off. I was in the train, Chennai to Ahmedabad, 20 hours or 22 hours. I'm now saying, what should I do? What should I do? People are saying I'm a military officer. They're talking to me and what is this? But in the mind, I'm saying, it's not anxiety, but I'm little this thing. Should I report back or should I go to ISKCON, Mumbai? Should I report? I was not able to come to an. So it was happening, and here I'm talking to people, smiling, and everything is going on. But in the mind, should I just put an abrupt end to my the career and family life, or continue? The train is coming, approaching Ahmedabad. It came to a station called Ankleshwar. I said it was too much. It was around 2 o'clock in the night. It was too heavy for me. I said, first thing, let me get down from the train. When I got down from the train, I was feeling a little relaxed. Then I said, second thing, let the train go. Then I will decide what to do. And when the train started, it was as if a big load off from my shoulders. Then I said, wow, I understood what I should do. I took a ticket for Andheri, Mumbai. I rushed to Ankleshwar. At 5 o'clock, this train is coming to Ahmedabad. And there are, my soldiers have come with cheap hot tea and everything to receive me. They are taking my luggage. Sahib kidhar hai, Sahib kidhar hai? And I put an abrupt end to my army career. And the inquiry is going on. They are inquiring my father, sister, everything. And I know they will try to trace me. So I was in ISKCON, Juhu. And Krishna was kind to me. In ISKCON, Juhu, they did not allow me to stay because I did not have any certificate or any, to prove that I am a graduate. So, bola, you cannot stay. That is also Krishna's mercy because Juhu is that's a tourism place. Maybe somebody may see me. Hey, this is our. So they said. Then I went to the devotees in 90s who helped me, saw me as a youth. They said, "Yeah, we know you." I said, "Please help me. I want to become brahmachari." He said, "Okay, you can go to a temple which is opening in Mira Road." I said, "You please do whatever you want, but give me something, some place, some shelter." So they sent me with a letter. And from that time till today, Radha Girdhari has been very kind to me.
Wow. Wow, this is so kind, Maharaj. I think I can see the whole pain and the journey that you've been through. And I think a lot of people don't even know your journey from there, leaving the army and joining ISKCON completely and becoming a full-time sort of devotee. So 1996 to 1997, I think, around that time. 1996 to
July
1996 to now, you've been serving ISKCON Mira Road for so many years.
And I have no regrets.
No regrets. That's good. Don't have any regrets. Your mom is still there? Or?
Yeah, then I came to know. For 8 years, nobody knew. I did not tell where I am. Then after 8 years, there is another devotee from, Nagarkoil, my father's, my native place, father's place. So I told, I'm from Nagarkoil, you are from Nagarkoil. Then he sent a message that such and such, and then I told my Peripa means father's elder brother, Chacha, Bada Chacha का घर ये इलाके में है, Sundale Apartments, West Car Street. So he told his cousin, his brothers, and they went to that house and said, your nephew is alive and he is in Bombay. And then the whole word came out. Till 2004, I think nobody knew
where you were.
Where I am.
So the family came. Your mother was.
Yeah. Then I came to know from my father that 96 July I left. 2 or 3, 4 months down the line, and mother she did not survive more. I think
left the body.
Left the body.
Yes.
So that way.
So in 2004, I think I first must have seen you in 2006, around that time. Right. So journey from there, Maharaj. So you lived in a brahmachari ashram. Yeah. Mira Road was not a great place in 1996. Yeah. I remember my family moved to Mira Road in 1997. So that I remember a lot of mosquitoes.
It's called as Machar Road.
Machar Road, mosquitoes and everything. Back in the day, it was not developed at all. It was like open fields everywhere, snakes, so many cobras were there. It was not an easy place to live. And surviving, especially I remember the Mira Road temple back in the day was, it was such a small sort of shed that was created, and the empty land. There was nothing there. True. Now we actually got a beautiful temple, but I remember the time when it was just so much struggle. Water was not available. There was no water, and you had to stand in a queue to get water. So how did you survive those years?
The army training helped me. So another thing was because you can understand now that I knew what I have done. I know who is behind me. The army is behind me. They are looking where I am. So I know I cannot go back. And I cannot open out also. So I have required a place to hide. So Mira Road was a good place. And it did not matter for me. Those mosquitoes was nothing for me.
That's right.
But what was going inside was a turmoil. And this was nothing. So I was very peaceful and happy, just cleaning the temple, serving the Vaishnavas. And I was happy that Krishna has given me a shelter.
Yeah.
It was like a big relief. I am saying that Krishna, please help my mother. I don't know how will you do that. I am trying. I promise I will be sincere to you. But I understand that if we serve you, and whatever is my problem, definitely you will take care. So I thought, if I'm sincere here, my responsibilities, which is I left unfulfilled, definitely the God will fulfill it. So I understand he did it in a much better way than.
That's right.
So I was very much confident that if I serve Krishna here, Krishna will serve me there.
Oh, fantastic. So did army came in touch with you at all?
I came to know recently, few years, I met all my colleagues, most of my colleagues, and they said that the inquiry went on for years, 8 years, then the file was closed. They inquired my father. In fact, my father was crying and telling, where is my son? And they were consoling my father that no, he must be somewhere, have patience. Army is the army is like a family. So they were taking care of my father and said, don't worry, if we come to know, we will help you. So at the same time, they were also searching for me. They thought maybe the father-in-law might have kidnapped me. The would-be father-in-law. Yeah. So they were keeping eye on them. And even though the India-Sri Lanka thing was happening, so they started some investigation in Sri Lanka also. So later on,
matter got closed. And from there now, in 2012 or 13, we met again. I remember seeing you in 2006 somewhere. I think I came first time from New Zealand to India. I didn't actually talk to you much that time.
Okay.
But I think the real conversation happened in 2013 when we had this
youth festival.
First mega youth festival. So, and you were inspiring so many people. You were a brahmachari that time, And I remember college preaching, the youth preaching was quite active at that time, and how you actually got involved, and you did this. That experience for me personally was fantastic. Do you want to talk a bit more about that?
Gurudev, like His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he always encouraged me. He said that you are educated young man, bring more educated boys to this movement. So I was thinking on that lines, college preaching and the youth preaching, and I used to collect funds for the temple also. So it was interesting. So we have Sundar Gopal Prabhu is one of the acharyas in youth preaching. So he was very kind. So I said, can you help me? And he said, yes, this is the strategy you can apply. And he said that a mega event will be there. Before that, so he gave a strategy. So we have to started registering all the youth boys and so and so. That is the time we made a team of around 50 youth, and they were out to all the colleges, outside the temple, railway station, bus stops, making registration. At the time, maybe they got in touch with you. I think Nidra Vijay Prabhu or Nishant Prabhu, he got in touch with you and made you also, got you also registered. I think. So that I believe he got close to you, and you were asking for service. So it was good, and that was a crucial day. And you really that was last 4 or 5 days, and you with your expertise went to many big colleges and registered them. It was good and
great experience. Yeah,
very nice. And it is what I felt was from the year 90. From the year 85 to 90, I was in the college. I felt those were somehow I was not happy. I was feeling that in the school, at least I was feeling protected. Here, I was saying that the youth are confused. They are free birds, but they are they're good in studies, but they are going to that areas of life which is not to be explored, like drugs and
Alcohol, drugs, and all that, yeah.
and picnic, and they want to drink and talk to girls and all that. So somehow they feel that now that we are free, we are free to do all these things. So now I understand that youth is a most venerable patch of a
Society.
in a person's life. Youth, a person is very venerable. He may make it or break it, and most they take they break it. Even they know what to do and they are studying very nicely, but they are succumbed to those bad habits. They venture into those areas which should not be ventured. So I feel I had a strong feeling. The ISKCON helped me when during my youth. So I said I will render a service, that I will make sure the youth of this world gets the right direction.
Yeah.
Definitely they should study well, they should perform better, but they should not venture into the areas which should not be ventured.
And then the big moment happened, Maharaj,
Yes.
when we did another big event.
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Dr.
Vivek Bindra.
Vivek Bindra, yourself, me.
And
Then we had Madhav's band.
Madhavas, yes.
I remember we registered. Our registration was around 4,000 to 5,000 people.
It was.
But then
The word went around.
5,000 people were in there. The capacity was 5. We end up having 7,000. And there were another 4,000 or 5,000 people outside the gate trying to crash inside. It was, I could not believe that so many people wanted to hear Krishna consciousness.
Yeah.
And we could not handle it. In the end, we just basically people were jumping off the fence. But very satisfying in the end.
Thanks to you, right from 2018, you are like hammering and planning and planning and planning. We used to have, in those days, Zoom meetings were like, Zoom meetings or video call meetings was unheard of.
Yes, right.
But that planning really, the good planning was the success of the thing. And we could, we saw many things which we did not expect happening, but the planning was so good, so we could accommodate and things went smooth.
I think the credit goes to all of us, not only me, but all the entire team. I think
team, Nidra Vijay Prabhu, Anandam Prabhu, Peetwan and Nimai Prabhu, and the other boys.
Everybody was there.
Yeah.
I can't remember everybody's names now as well because it's been so long.
Yeah.
But I think all those people who contributed, at least even something, then they've actually given a great credit to the entire. I remember the guy who was part of some school, college society, and he had some issues with his skin.
Akash Anandam Prabhu.
Anand, yes. He went out there to actually talk to his school.
NSS.
That's right. NSS, that's what I was trying to say. Then he got all these people together.
True.
He worked so hard. Dwarkanath did quite a bit of good job as well. In organizing everything. The entire committee of the Mira Road temple as well. They contributed significantly to help.
We got that area for 5,000. That was Vaishnavi, Aishwarya Mataji, elderly Vaishnavi. Yeah. And she met the local, politician.
Member of Parliament,
and made sure that.
Everybody.
So somehow everything happened. And it was like an orchestra. Everything was happening, and the music was very perfect, melodious.
Yeah. I remember talking to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, just after the event, probably a couple of days after, and he was so pleased. He gave us so much, so many blessings, and I begged that Maharaj, we want to see you in the next event, and he promised me. He said, I promised that I would be there. If not personally, but in the spirit. So I feel that that whenever we do the next program, we want to give that sort of memory of Maharaj, and I genuinely feel that the blessings of Maharaj is present in that youth festival because he was so happy.
Yeah.
He was so pleased. I remember that having a conversation. You were there
True.
in Jew Temple, and he had exclusive conversation about how we can make this better and bigger. He was always wanted to do bigger and better in terms of making, attracting more youth in Krishna consciousness. How do we get more people interested to be in the Srila Prabhupada's movement? So I'm so glad that we've actually been able to achieve that. And then you took sannyas recently now, and you're in New Zealand. So tell us about your experience in New Zealand.
New Zealand, as the name goes,
Yes,
is a land of New Zil. It's very good. I find the people are very relaxed.
Yes,
And I like the work culture here also. It's as if after 5 o'clock,
nobody's interested in
yes,
anything.
now
Yeah.
it's time for the family
Yeah.
and personal life. It's good. And Saturday, Sunday, we get exclusively good time to spend with the family. So in a way, it will boost the individual's morale, and you will give a better output in this 5 days, maybe even for 6 hours if it's there. So I find, and the weather here is so, whether it's summer or winter, but it's pleasant. And the trees are there, and the kind of discipline is also there. People are relaxed but disciplined and happy, satisfied, and they are ready to help.
Yes.
And they are not into backbiting or anything.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's a very good culture, and I'm feeling good. And for the people staying in New Zealand, added advantages, there is Krishna consciousness here, and maybe it will add a flavor to the New Zealand. Will give a newer Zil to New Zealand.
No, I think Srila Prabhupada came here. He bought this farm, 100 acres farm. Beautiful. We got a Gavshala here, beautiful temple. We got schools,
Yes.
Hare Krishna school, Gurukul school here. My kids went to the school for first 2 years. My daughter went to Hare Krishna school.
Jiva and
Shama went to Hare Krishna school. So I think overall, our temple president, Kala Samava, one of the best, I think, in Srila Prabhupada disciple.
Yeah, I met him.
One of the best guys I've seen
Very
in ISKCON.
cool.
Very good guy, nice, relaxed. Personally, I find him, I call him a friend. And I'll tell you, probably 6-year-old son, my son, 7-year-old son, and also 73-year-old my father-in-law.
Okay.
All of us relate to him. So we are lucky to have someone like him, and the entire congregation is very united and loving. So I find personally that it's been a great experience for me personally.
I have done quite a few programs. I found the devotees are very eager to receive Krishna consciousness, and they are very happy, and they are very relaxed, and they are coming ready to give time. So it's really nice in New Zealand that one becomes a devotee. It's I will say that New Zealand is a ideal place for grahasthas to settle and practice Krishna consciousness.
Oh, fantastic, Maharaj. I think I think on that note, we will finish this conversation now. But I feel that today has been really inspiring, Maharaj, to actually have a personal conversation with you, a candid personal conversation. I know you as a sannyasi, I know you're a brahmachari, but good to know about your childhood, your youth, what challenges you've been in the army environment, and then finally becoming a brahmachari, and then inspiring so many youth, and now sannyasi. We would like you to come to New Zealand. I was talking to Kala Sambara and other people at the temple management who I really closely associate with, and the advisor to the GBC as well. So we want to actually have you come regularly to the Auckland, in New Zealand. So I'll make some arrangement, and also other devotees who are listening to this. We would like to be in touch with you as well, and see if you want to come to New Zealand then be in touch. We would want you to come to New Zealand and experience what Maharaj has experienced, and leave that sort of positive, environment for everybody, to everybody to come along and get that sort of zeal, as Maharaj says, the new zeal. So on that note, Maharaj, any final comment?
Yes, I'm very pleased to be with all of you, and I'm very thankful to you for allowing me to render some service, and in future also, in my capacity, whatever service in a humble way I can, render, I'll be very happy. So in this way, I could bring glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. And
Yes.
thanks for engaging me, and Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Haripal.